Let's go, guys. It's Raul TV, Team R4UL. We're back again, and what we're doing now is I've got an old, I wouldn't say old school, but old-ish Honda CR-V, okay, 2004, 2-liter petrol, and we're going to go ahead and replace the alternator. Not the easiest job in the world, this one. Tasty job. But so, without further ado, no time to waste. Let's go. First things first, we're going to take the battery leads off. I've took the earth wire off. You can take both off if you want to. Doesn't really matter. Reason why we take that off, we don't want to short circuit anything because we are going to be messing about with the wiring and things like that on the alternator. So just take one side off. If you want to take both sides off, entirely up to you. So yeah, I've done it. 10 mil. It was 10 mil. Just take that one off. Let's go. Next, what we're going to do is the alternator is there, buried right down there. So we'll have to more than likely take the power steering pump off. Okay, then maybe we can get to it. I mean, it's just the starters at the moment. So first thing, so let's take this cover off, then we can get to the bolt and everything. We'll take the double overhead cam cover off, and we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see there, by taking that cover off, I know we don't really need to take that cover off, but for some reason it just gives us like, it's opened up kind of thing. Right, we're gonna go ahead and take this clip off. We need some pliers, take that one off. This thing here, lift off, and there's another pipe there. We're going to take that off. So this power steering reservoir, move that out of the way, shift that out of the way, and then we can gain access to the power steering pump. Right, now that the reservoir is off, what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to take the power steering pump off. In order to do that, first things first, let's crack this one here, take that one off. There should be another one in there somewhere. Well, first things first, let's crack that one because I can see it. Start off with the easy one. Right, that one is off. As for the second one, it is right here. Well, I can't really show you guys because I want to get the camera down there. See if you can see it. There it is. That's the bad boy there. Just make it out. Just there. So if you go in this way, you need to get a ratchet 12mm socket on it and basically go here. And it's about there, okay? I'm going to crack that one off, hopefully take that off as well. Right. Okay, guys, as you can see here, the power steering pump is all off. Eagle-eyed viewers out there might say, why didn't I take the belt off? Because I'm taking the pump off anyway, so it's all slack. Getting the spanner on the tension and everything, that's more work, right? So we want to do less work and get this off. So basically what I'm going to do now is flick that belt off. It's all loose anyway. You get both hands on it, take that off, move that pump to a side, and we'll see what we can see. Okay, I know I've took this tensioner off, but before I show you guys how to take it off, I just want to mention, behind this roller, there's a nut, okay? When you take the roller off, the nut will fall off, okay? So make sure you bear that in mind. Right, the next thing what we're going to do is this roller here on the tensioner. We're not going to take the full tensioner off. We're just going to take the roller off anti-clockwise. I've already cracked it. Really tight to crack it, guys. It was really tight. I know it looks like I've just took it off, but I'm telling you, I had to get 2 spanners on it. Spanner of death kind of thing. Lock them up and take it off that way. It'll bolt off. You can see that. If I had both hands on it, then I would take it off nice and easy. But you get the picture. We're going to take that off. Take that roller off. Without dropping it on the floor. There we go. That's that off. And then we'll go from there. Right, next thing for us is, I think it's a good idea if we do this, guys. I'm going to try taking this tensioner off completely. So we take this bolt off here, which I've already cracked. Not a problem. Another one here. Can you see where the socket is? It goes around the back. And I'm guessing we need to take the center one off as well. Okay, all 12 millis. Let's go ahead and take. I've already took that one and that one off, basically loose. Okay, I'm just going to leave the center one on for the time being and see how it goes. Okay, the center one needs to come off as well. 12 milli, all 12 millis. I've cracked it. Them two are dead easy to crack. This one and this one, dead easy to take off. The one round the back, you can get to it, no problem. But little bit fiddly, but you know what, you'll figure it out. So let's take that off. Tensioner comes off, gives us a lot more room, more access to the alternator. As it is, we can get to it, but see that part here? It's directly above the alternator. So by getting rid of that, maybe it'll give us a bit more room, a bit more access. Take the alternator off. Let's go. Okay, next thing for us is we're going to go ahead and take the switch off. I know it doesn't look like a switch, but it is a switch of some sort. I think it's a breather switch or vacuum. So I don't know what it is actually. So we're going to go ahead and take that pipe off, that clip off there. Move that out of the way. Take that off. Okay, and hopefully alternator should come. It has to come out through the top. There's no other way. You cannot take it out through the bottom. So that's why I'm getting rid of all these, because I'm going to lift it out this way. So let's go ahead and take that off. I don't know what size that is. I think it's about a 19mm or a 18mm spanner we need. Let's take that off. Okay guys, sit rep. The thing is, that's not coming off. I don't want to snap it. If I snap it, then we've got a big job. Basically take this whole bracket off and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. Took the pipe off and let's see if I can just maneuver it out. It's got 3 bolts on this alternator, 1 there and 2 on the bottom. So we'll go ahead and crack this one first, and then we'll send it up, try taking the bottom ones off. Alright, send the car up on the ramp. If you're doing it on the floor, jacking it up, make sure it's nice and safe. We're going to go ahead and take this cover off, only little clips, flick them off. This one here, flick that off. If you want, you don't have to go ahead and take the full cover off, but if you want to, you can take that off. I'm just going to take this side off here. Possibility the wheel arch cover, take part of it off. Same again, clips, little clips. Just flick them off with a flat screwdriver and you're good to go. Okay, that cover is out of the way. As you can see there, like I mentioned, the 2 clips, 1 bolt here, which I had to rip off actually. Few other clips, tied it up there. You don't need to take the full cover off if you don't want to. Just tie it up on the side, out of the way. Right, what we're going to do is, let's see if we can get to this alternator bolt. Alright guys, sit rep. Like I mentioned, that doesn't come off. This bolt is 99% off, basically all loose and everything. There's 2 more that go directly behind this pipe. So 2 ways to do it. Either you take the air conditioning compressor off, okay, and we do it that way, or there's no gas in this at all. Okay, there's no gas. You need re-gassing anyway, so we can go ahead. If you need re-gassing, if it's got gas in it, then obviously you need the correct tool to take all the gas out and everything. Luckily, I don't have that issue. I've just checked it. It's got no gas in it whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take this pipe off, the one that goes onto the air conditioning compressor. Right on the top of it, we'll take that off. So first things first, let's take that 10mm off, follow it all the way down, go underneath the car, and hopefully it should be like an Allen key or something, take that off. Alright, we've took this off, took that bracket off. To take the pipe off from the top of the compressor, we need to take this cover off here. Okay, little clips on it, one here, take that bolt off there. This cover, top cover comes off. Long extension with a 10mm. Okay, they're both 10mm by the way, my bad. I've took the other one off from the bottom. I mean, from the top you can take both of them off actually. Can you see it there? Right, long extension in there. Let's take that off. You can't really see it from there, but if you just look through there, you can see it. Take that one off. And yeah, we'll go from there. Right, now them 2 pipes are off. The bottom one the other one I took it off from the bottom, but you can take both of them up from here. But to get to the other one from here, a little bit hard. So I would recommend the bottom one, take it off from the bottom. This top one, take it off from the top. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to send the car up on the ramp again, and hopefully take the 2 alternator bolts off. If you have to, maybe we might need to take the compressor off, but we're going to try not to take the compressor off, the air conditioning compressor that is. If we have to, then we will have to, but if not, let's try this first. Take the alternator bolts off, and let's see if the alternator comes off. Okay guys, this is the situation we've got here. To take the compressor off, it's not the easiest, okay? 3 of the bolts we can get to. Okay, this one, this one and this one. To take that one off, it's a little bit of a mission, okay? So we're gonna struggle because we can just about get to the alternator bolts, okay? The alternator bolts, they're buried. Basically, you have to get your hand in there and they're on top of the compressor. Literally on top of the compressor. It's impossible to show you guys, but it is literally on top of the air conditioning compressor. So if I shine it there, you can just, there's the alternator. I'm just shining it on the alternator there. There's one bolt there, as you can just make out there. Right to the side of that, there's another one. So we take them two off, we get the spanner in there, take them two off. The way you're going to get your spanner in is through here. Okay, you're going to put your hand through here. Okay, I'll show you 1 minute. So pretend this is the spanner. It's a 12 milli, by the way. 12 mil you need. Get your hand through there, round the back here, and you're going to take them off like that. Okay, that's the only way you're going to do that, unless you take the compressor off. Okay guys, sit rep. The thing is, from the bottom, I've cracked the bolts here, took one off from the bottom. From the top, I can just about get to it. See where my hand's gone in. You need about 3-4 joints on your hand, okay? On your wrist itself, about 10-15 joints to get this bolt off, because the angle it is at, it's unbelievable. So anyway, I've cracked it from the bottom. From the top, I can take it off. It's coming off millimeter at a time. It is coming off, so that's the main thing. And hopefully, after that's off, we take this one off, this one here, take the wiring plug off, and hopefully it should come straight off. Right, alternator is all freestyling, off and everything. All we've got is a 10 milli nut on it, right there. I can't show you guys because it's buried. Right there, 10 milli nut. There, I'm pointing at that. If you get a Honda CR-V that needs an alternator doing, okay, 2004, 2-litre petrol. Okay, as you can see, I've been in the wars today, right? Tell him to chuck the car away, scrap it, buy a new one. Let's go. There it is, guys. That's the nut I'm on about. 10 milli. I've cracked it, but like I mentioned, as you can see, it's such a tight squeeze. I can't even get the camera in there. Trying to zoom in and everything, I can't really do it. I can't really show you. So with that one off, take that off. Can you see the plug right next to it? We're going to take that plug off, and you're on your own, guys. Figure it out how to take it off. Raul TV, we no, I'm not signing out. I'm not quitting. I've never been a quitter. But this is really, I'm gonna say something in a minute. But all right, okay. Right, that nut is off. By taking the nut off, it moves a bit more, so you can bring it out here. You can see the switch here. I've already took the switch off, guys, before eagle-eyed viewers say, hang on a minute, you know, it looks off already. I've already took it off because I'm not going to mess about and get the screwdriver and show you guys as well, right? So what you do, you press it here with a screwdriver, or press it with your fingers or anything here with another screwdriver, just flick it off. So after that, it should come off. That's off, as you can see there. And now what we need to do is, the marathon has not ended yet. We need to take the alternator out from there. Fingers crossed. I'm praying that it goes past this, because if that doesn't, if it doesn't go past this, then I'm pretty much knackered. Okay, I'm pretty much in the trouble, right? In this S basically. So let's try taking it out, maneuver it out from there, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, sit rep. It's not coming out because this pipe's in the way here, right? And that vacuum, whatever it is, that's in the way as well. So I'm going to take this pipe off, okay? As you can see there, it's only a 10 milli here, okay? A Jubilee clip kind of thing. Or take it off from there, move it out of the way totally. But if you just take that pipe off from there, okay, that's out of the way. That should just pass it. The alternator should just pass it. But if it doesn't, then we will try something else, basically take the mounting off and things like that. But if you've done this before, guys, leave it in the comment section how you guys took it out. I have done it in the past. I'm talking easily about 20 years ago, right? So this is you could say it's a new one for me, right? But I did it when it first came out. I maybe done it once or twice, but yeah, that's it. And I'm pretty sure I took the mounting and everything off, okay? But we're trying to, you know, cut corners a little bit, take it off without taking the mounting off and things like that. Plus, these are hydro mountings. you mess them up, then you're in trouble, kind of thing. You know, they're not the cheapest in the world. So all right, let's take this pipe off, and then we'll hopefully it'll come out. All right, guys, the pipe is off, and what we're gonna do is like that, all the way to this side, maneuver it out. Oh my goodness, that is what we're talking about. Let's have a cup of tea, brew, coffee, feet up, rest, half an hour. Okay guys, there we have it. There's our brand new shiny alternator. There's the old one, new one, same way. We're gonna get it in there, get the bolts on, get the wiring plug on first. Wires and wiring plug on first. The ring terminal and the wiring plug, get them on first. And then we're gonna bolt them on, get the bolts on, tighten them up, and then we'll go from there. Right guys, alternator's back in there. I've got the top one back on. The bottom ones, I've just put them on finger tight kind of thing. I'm gonna send the car up on the ramp, send it up again, tighten it up from the bottom, and let's finish this off in reverse order. I don't even know what reverse order is. Just whatever you took off, put it back on again. Okay, both bottom bolts have been tightened up. I know you can't see it guys, but they have been tightened up. I'm gonna put this pipe back on, put the top pipe back on, put everything in reverse order, put the tensioner back on, put the tensioner back on, put the belt back on, everything else, the reservoir. Let's do it, let's finish it off, reverse order, let's go. Alright guys, everything is back on. All the reservoir, the power steering pump, everything is back on. Reverse order kind of thing. Except for the front grille, I haven't put that on yet, and the cover, we'll put that on last. So what we're going to do now is let's start it up, and let's see if the alternator is charging. So starts up. Let's get the battery test on it, see if it's charging. Right, there we go. It's all working, charging, absolutely fantastic. Happy days, job done. Well, that's it, guys. That's how we replaced the alternator on the Honda CR-V 2004 5 kind of thing. 2-litre petrol. Not the easiest job in the world. Like I mentioned in the beginning, tasty job. Not the easiest. If you're going to attempt it outside your house, patience. That's what you need. You need a lot of patience for this. The thing is, getting to the alternator, that's the hardest bit. Taking the alternator out and everything, not the hardest. I mean, take a few pipes off, it should be alright. But it's just getting to the alternator. Anyway, it's all charging. I just got a few bits to put on, you know, like the covers, the bottom cover and everything, finish it off. And that's about it. So all I'm going to say, guys, is like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button for me, leave a comment in the comment section. Yeah, really leave a comment in the comment section, because I want to know how you guys, all the mechanics out there, how would you take it out? Would you take the mounting off, or would you like drop the subframe? I don't think you should drop the subframe, but yeah. So yeah, leave a comment in the comment section, and Raul TV will see you guys soon.